All right, how's it going, y'all? So today we have a announcement video that has been 8 months in the making. And it is not just about the channel, it is about my entire business. We have new everything. We have new logos, we have new website, we even have a new office coming on in and a new domain. And it's all happening right now. It's been an absolute crazy month. All right, so to start, we probably should not have done this all at once, but we did. And we have brand new logo assets, which I am really excited about. So when Katie made the SPACEREX logo, she made it just with a free logo maker like 5 years ago. And now we are finally getting an update. This is it right here. And so finally, we have a professional logo. It looks awesome. We have logos, we have fonts, we have colors. This is now finally professional, which has been just long in the making. I have not spent a lot of time on this stuff and I really have been meaning to, and now it's finally on there and I absolutely love them. As another part of this, we are also building out a new website and with it a new domain. So we're actually going to be spinning off the kind of consulting side of the business to yarbrotechnologies.com, and that is this site right here. Nothing else is actually changing other than the domain name and the site. It's just we've been growing a lot and we've been getting bigger and bigger clients. And in all honesty, this name SPACEREX is just not something that larger companies are kind of interested in hiring as much. So we're going to be rebranding the consulting side of the business to Yarbrough Technologies, yarbrotechnologies.com. Check it out. And it looks awesome. We have a great new site. Our web developer named Matt, I will be talking about him later on. He did a great job with it and actually sponsored this section of the video. And we really wanted to be able to finally have a more professional looking face for these larger companies who are hiring us. It's still just Katie and I running this business and you're still hiring me, but now you're going to be hiring Yarbrough Technologies, which is just a lot more professional. I've had a lot of emails with accountants who are like, what is SPACEREX? And while the YouTube channel will be staying that, now the consulting arm will be Yarbrough Technologies. So this right here is the new site, yarbrotechnologies.com, and I think it looks awesome. And I think it's going to be a much better experience for users actually signing up and be able to find everything. While I love the old site, I'm not a web designer by any stretch of the imagination, and it did not look that good, and now this one looks great. I actually found our web designer, funny enough, he hired me for some IT consulting right at the exact same time we were looking for a web developer. And so I'm on the phone with him. I'm like, what do you do? He goes, oh, I'm a web developer. I'm like, oh, can we just hire you? And so that's actually how we found him. I've actually sent already a few different people over to him. I highly recommend him, and he's done a great job with our site. You should absolutely check it out down in the link in the description below. His company is Visaggio & Co., and we'll leave a link down to all of his info down in the description below as well. And I want to thank him for sponsoring this section of the video. The entire site, as well as all the logos you're seeing, he made, and I think he did an awesome job with it. And so the next huge update to the channel is we are finally moving into an office. And this did not mean to be at the exact same time as we're doing this rebrand and doing all this stuff. It just happened to fall into place there, and it is going to be so nice. When I started SPACEREX, it was just out of fun. I want to learn how to make tutorials, and I want to get better explaining stuff to people. And I've had a blast last 5 years, and it's gone from a thing I was just kind of doing in my bedroom and filming back in those early days, if you watch those videos, to now my full-time job, as well as my wife's full-time job. And so we have been needing a space and we finally have it. We are moving in on April 1st. And so it's just going to be absolutely awesome having a dedicated office space where we can actually start having much more room for filming, and I can have an existing filming setup and just have a much better storage, as well as not have to have a server rack in the middle of our living room, which is going to be really nice. And one of the other really great things about office rental space compared to like renting an apartment is they do not care what you do. We were asking about adding some cables in the walls, and they essentially said, as long as we don't need a permit or move any walls, they did not really care what we were going to do at all. So that means we have full reign to run as much fiber, Ethernet cables, anything we want in the walls, which is going to be absolutely awesome. So you will absolutely be seeing a ton of content with that. I never turned down an excuse to completely redo my network, as y'all very much know. Plus, we are going to be able to get fiber internet finally. I have been living with 40 megabit upload speed for this entire year running SpaceReX out of this house, and it has been rough. And we're finally going to symmetric gigabit fiber on a business line, static IP addresses, all the great stuff. And that just opens up so many more things I can do, which is going to be great. And now with all that, I finally get to take my offsite backup out of my mom's house, and now we'll actually have it at my house because we have the primary data at the office. And so this janky setup I've had for years is finally going to be getting fixed. Definitely stay tuned for content like that. And I kind of want to finish by closing out this year is going to be crazy for us. Katie and I have been doing full-time SpaceReX for about a year now. Actually, I think almost right at a year now. And it has been unbelievable, the growth we've had. And this year, I think is only going to be more. And I cannot express my appreciation enough for everybody. We're actually probably going to hit 100,000 subscribers this year, which I can't even begin to wrap my head around. And we're really growing and building this true company that I never saw when I started out doing this. And it would not have been possible without everybody there. And I want to just be really appreciative. This has been a great year, and I think 2024 is going to be even better. And so absolutely, thank y'all so much for watching this content. And if you want to see anything about my new office, put that down in the comments below because we're going to be having a lot of fun videos there. And I really want to do some really in-depth network build out stuff because that is really fun to me. All right, well, that's going to be it. Check out all those links down in the description below and have a good one. Bye.